Well, that's a funky shape, Reuleaux. The 2-3. Let's check it out. What's up, Vape fam? It's Dave from Married to the Mod. Today we're going to be checking out this Reuleaux 2/3 because you can use either two 18650s or three 18650s. And I've really been enjoying this. You know, there's kind of been some mixed feelings from some people that I've talked to personally. Don't really like the way it's held with two batteries. They're just used to the three battery stance and the way that they hold it like that. Me, I personally like it mainly because I can hold it like this and the button is the same. Everything is basically the exact same as the Reuleaux if you're looking at it from the front. The Reuleaux RX200, everything is going to be the exact same. But I can hold it like this and I can have a nice vape on it. It's working and performing like every other Reuleaux does, which in my opinion is the best mod out there. You know, they decided to make it so that you can only use two batteries in this. You do have a different back plate for it, which makes it flat, kind of gives it a weird type of shape there. But it's really, really nice. I'm vaping on, and I just wanted to point this out. This is called Grumpy Old Bastard. These are from the guys who did 12 Vapor, also Culture Vapor. This is their new line, Grumpy Old Bastard. There's also One-Eyed Turtle, and there is also the Lonely Comet. And this is some of the best juice I have ever tasted. It's like a caramel butterscotch cream, and it's just, I can't get enough of it. They do come in 50 milliliter bottles in 0, 3, and 6 milligram nicotine. I know, I don't know if they're on there yet, but very, very soon, if you go to shop.demandvape.com, you can find this on there. Just a awesome idea. The packaging is so sick. They have the line is called Micro Brew. So they have it kind of like a beer bottle there, if you can see. It's a different bottle mold and everything. Really fucking cool in my opinion, guys. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. I'm vaping on it, and as a matter of fact, I need to have another vape because I'm craving it so much. Okay, so the RX 2/3. Now, these guys, you know, they found out that the RX200 was a hit, a huge hit. So when they found that out, oh, let's make one with a bigger screen. Kind of gimmicky. I get it, you know, people want a bigger screen, so now you got the 200S screen instead of that little dinky screen there. Now you get this screen. Alright, cool, they did that. Now everyone wants different colors, so they released the RX200S in all these colors. Now they want to try and get it out there with two batteries. Now I know when something works, you stick with it and you keep going, and that's exactly what they've done with this product. And I think they're doing a great job. They're not rushing it too fast, and they're making it so that it works very well. And I have had no problems with this 2/3 that I've been using. I've been using it mainly in the two battery mode, just because I'm so used to the RX200 with three batteries. I want something different out of it. And I'm getting really good battery life. Not quite right now I have the Cleto on here with the RTA in it. It's running at 0.47 ohms. I have it at 75 watts. And it's given me about 3/4 of a day. Now, if I put that third battery in there, of course, I'm going to get the whole day out of it. But just the form fit that it is in my hand, you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. And I love it. I do like the way the button falls. You know, your thumb doesn't fall on the button there. There is the button and my thumb. But if I hold it like this and I squeeze it, I can push it with this part of my thumb and get a great, great vape. I have not had any problems with the 510 on this, just to mention that real quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and dive down low. We are going to check this bad boy out, see what it's all about, check out what comes in the packaging. After that, we'll come back up. I'll tell you my pros and cons on it. We'll vape on it, and then we'll go ahead and get out of here. So let me catch a vape, and I'll see you down low. Alright guys, so we're back with you down low with the packaging here of the Reuleaux RX2 Pretty similar packaging to all the other RXs that have come out. This one is a sample, not for sale. Just going to say Reuleaux RX2 here on the side with the logo, wismec, same thing, and then wismec.com. Now on the back here, there's going to be some writing. If you use 2 batteries, you're only going to get 150 watts out of this. That is going to be the max output that you can get. Now if you use 3 batteries, you can get up to 200 watts. So that's kind of the shining thing on this device is use 2 batteries, get 150 watts. Use 3, get 200 watts. In this package here, you're going to get 1 Reuleaux RX2 1 back cover, a USB cable, a user manual, and a warning card, all of which I'm about to show you right now. And here is that user manual that comes with it. A nice real in-depth user manual, a USB cable. Here is that back cover. Now this will come on the device when you get it. And if you take a look at it, it's shaped basically the same as the back battery door for the RX200S. However, on the inside, it's different. You can put your 3rd battery in there and snap this into place. Now this back door comes off a little different. We are going to go over it, but you can see how there's these little hooks in here. There's a little metal connection there, metal connection down there, and then there's these little clamps right here. Has this brass, or I think it's gold plated actually, spring contact down here. And on the back door, your positive is going to go down. Different from on the RX200S and the RX200, whereas your 3rd battery, the back battery, would be positive up. The other 2 would be ran positive down. They've switched it up on this because while you run 2 batteries, you're going to run them in series, so one will be positive down and the other one will be positive up, and then this 3rd battery will be positive down. And then here it is, the RX2/3. Now I'm going to give you some dimensions on this. It's going to be taller than the RX200, which I have right here. You can see that it's going to be quite a bit taller. This is actually going to be 88.7 millimeters from the bottom to the top. Now it's going to be 40.2 millimeters from the side to side. 40.2 this way. 2 different measurements when you're running front to back. When you have the 2 batteries in there with this flat back door, you're going to be at 34.5 millimeters from front to back. Now if I was to put this back door on, which I will eventually, this is going to run you 50.1 millimeters from front to back with this 3rd battery door installed. Everything about this is pretty much the exact same as the RX200. They really didn't go into nothing different on the screen or at the inner workings of it too much. Only thing is, with 2 batteries, you're going to see it will top out at 150 watts. So remember that, 150 watts with 2 batteries. I'm also going to throw a 3rd battery in here. We'll jack it up. You'll see 200 watts. We'll do that in a few minutes though. So to use this, just like the RX200, you're going to, or the RX200S, I'm sorry. You're going to click this, the fire button, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. You will see the VW, variable wattage, start flashing. You click the left button and it'll start to cycle through your different settings here. Down here you have a puff counter, or you can switch it to your amps. If you keep going over, you can switch this, and this is probably my favorite upgrade on the RX200S, is that you can switch your battery to a percentage like that, or waited too long. So your battery can be a percentage, or you can have that battery indicator. Whatever you like better. I like the percentage. Click the fire button once and it's ready to go. Now if you want to switch modes in this, 3 clicks, you'll see the VW start flashing. You're going to click the right button to cycle through. You're going to have temperature control nickel, temperature control titanium, temperature control stainless steel, and then your TCR modes, which there is 3 of them, and I will show you how to change those in just a minute. We're going to stay on variable wattage. So if you want to go into stealth mode, you're going to hit this left button and the fire button. Stealth mode's on. Now this will still fire if there was an atomizer on it. It'll still fire, you just can't, the screen just won't come on. Alright, let's take it out of stealth mode, and do that you hit the same, that would be the down button and the fire button. So one new thing that this has that the 200S does not have is if you press the up button and the fire button, it's going to say logo on or off. Now these of course you can download from your computer, different logos you can put on there, but on this you can actually select whether you want them on or off on here. I don't have any set into this right now, so there's no logos to look through. So to turn this device off, 5 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it is off. If you want to check what voltage your batteries are at, you hold this, which would be the wattage down button and fire button, or left button and fire button. For 10 seconds, and you will see 3.65 volts, 3.57 volts. That's of your 2 batteries. Now to set your TCR, you're going to hit that fire button and the right button or up button. You hold that and you'll see this screen pop up like on all the others. Now real quick, I just want to run through what wismec says is the proper setting for these. If you're dealing with stainless steel 303, 304, 316, or 317, the settings or the range on the TCR is going to be 80 to 200. And that number, of course, is the number that you would set right here. See how you can change these. 80 to 200 is what it would be for your stainless steel wires. For your titanium is anywhere between 3 and 400. For your knifey wire is going to be anywhere from 3 to 400. And for your nickel wire, you're going to be 6 to 700. Those are wismec's numbers that they put in the user manual and they suggest you to use for your TCR settings. Now also, if you want to lock your resistance, let's go ahead and put an atomizer on here. You don't lock your resistance in wattage mode, so 3 clicks of the fire button will switch over here to temperature control stainless steel. Now when that's blinking, you hit the left button and it's going to cycle through your watts. In order to change your watts, you have to push the up or right button first to make that go up, and then you can cycle through it, as you can see there. If you don't hit up first and you want to go down in wattage, but you hit down, it's going to go on to the next thing, which is to lock and unlock your resistance. There you see it's unlocked. And there you see the lock show up. That means that it is locked. Does have all the same functions as the RX200S in temperature control mode. I believe it's 3 to 600 degrees Fahrenheit and 1 to 300 degrees in Celsius. Now on this you can take the wattage in temp mode all the way up to 150, the same you would be able to in variable wattage mode. If you had 3 batteries, you could take that all the way up to 200 watts. Alright, so let's switch it from 2 battery mode to 3 battery mode. But before I do that real quick, let's talk about the 510. It is a gold plated, very solid spring loaded 510. Not like some of the RX200 or 200Ss where the 510s were faulty. This one seems very solid. So taking a look at it just a little bit more, and I don't know, there you go. It says Reuleaux RX2/3 on the top there. It's also, one difference is it's going to say wismec right here. Hopefully you can pick that up a little bit. And then on the bottom, designed by Jabo, manufactured by wismec, some venting, and then there's this button. Alright, so that button, you press it and it's going to unlock that door. Now you have your 2 batteries in here. Now these batteries are run in series, positive down, positive up. That's your series connection there. Now when you're putting your third battery in, or the battery door, it's going to be run positive down. And all of these do have the gold-plated spring connector in there. And I guess let me take these out real quick just to show you. The spring connection is going to be on the top, and there is the positive and negative symbols. And you can see it's black, not teal like the RX200S. So let's put negative up, positive up. And then in this third door here, we're going to do positive down. So it's going to sit like that. Now when you're putting this in, there's these little notches here, and they're going to go right here. These contacts are going to make connection with these right here. And then you're going to have these little clamps here, and that button is actually how you take it on and off. When you put this in, you're going to want to put the top in first, and you push up and in like so, just like that. To undo it, you pop that bottom, and it's going to push it right out. But if you do put this in wrong and you push the bottom first, you're going to have that left. So make sure you put the top in first, like so, and push that way, up and in. Now when you do that, it makes connection, and it usually snaps in like so, and you're all set to go. Now you have your normal RX200 type of device. Now before we go up top, I just want to talk about the different colors that this one's going to come in. It is going to be different from the RX200S and the RX200. So the body is actually going to be changed on a few of them. You're going to have a cyan and black, or cyan and gray they're calling it, where this part here will be cyan, the plates will be gray. A red and black, where instead of this being black, the body will be red and the plates will be black. You're going to have an all gold one, an all black one, an all white one, and then a black and silver one, which this part will be black, but the plates will be silver. I'm sure everyone's pretty familiar with this look here. It's just going to be flipped. This color here will be the body, whereas the silver color will actually be the plates. So that's about it. Let's go ahead, let's jump out, let's vape on it, talk about some pros and cons, and then you can get out of here. Alright guys, so we're back with you up top with the Reuleaux RX2/3. What'd you think about it? You guys think it's a good idea? Bad idea? I'm going to tell you some pros and cons of it. Pro, when you have the 2 battery back door, this flat one, in my opinion, I love the feel of it. You know what, let me go ahead and put that door on really quick here. Having this shape, which is a very different kind of shape, you know, a lot of people are used to that full hand where your finger falls on the button, or if you're holding it like this, your finger's right on the button type of deal. I do like this. Now, a couple people that I've talked to, and we've talked about the device, they've said they don't like this form for the RX at all. They said that when they hold it like this, no fingers are falling on it. The way I look at that is you don't have to push it with the tip of your finger. You can push it with this part. You just simply do that, and it's firing. So I am a big fan of that. I'm going to call this shape here a pro. My opinion, it's a pro. Now, another pro is that you have that option. If you're going out all day long, you can put that 3rd battery in there and you have the whole day on it. So there's a pro there. And if you need over 150 watts, you have 200 watts. Now, I'm sure there's going to be upgrades to this. This does have upgradable firmware. I'm sure you're going to be up in the 250 watt range. You know, once this is released and is out for a little bit, they always have that upgrade for it. So 250 watts, I'm going to call it, eventually is a big pro. Although, I don't know too many people who regularly vape at 200 watts and in that area. I do have a couple cons for this. You know, pros can be all the Reuleaux. I'll say it. Like every other Reuleaux, it's going to do the same thing. So all your pros are going to be the exact same as all the other Reuleaux. All right? As far as cons, it's taller. It's a lot taller, as you can see there, than the regular Reuleaux. The width of it and from front to back is the same, but it is taller. It does give it a little bit different look. Now, I can't really show you from up here too well, but when you sit it down, it doesn't sit completely flat. There's kind of some wobble to it now, and that's because of that button on the bottom. And with the 2 batteries, it's not as bad. If I had the 3rd battery on there, you'd be able to see it actually go front and back and wobble a little bit. So that's a con. I think that they should have kind of figured that out, made it a flat, smoothed bottom. You can still have that button in there, just recess it a little bit more so that it doesn't actually stick out when you set it down. It wobbles around. Not a huge deal. Could be a subjective con. Another con to me is when you have this 2 battery door on here, you can, I hope this will pick up, there is a gap right there in the top between the battery door and the top. There's about a 1 to 2 millimeter gap that you can see, and it's pretty obvious. You can see that gap. Now, when I put this 3rd battery with the back door on it, there's a little bit of a step down from the actual body to the back door plate. It's very slight, but you can feel it. Also, it just doesn't look like it fits completely right around here. That's a con in my book. I like my mods to be smooth and all the way around. You know, I like them to look nice as well. You can pick this up for $65.99. I found it at vapenw.com. They got them going $65.99. I think they have all the colors in stock there, and there is 6 different colors that you can pick up with this one. So really the question is up to you guys. Do you guys want that awesome mod in the Reuleaux 200, but in a more compact 2 battery style? Because if you do, then this one is going to be for you. And I do highly suggest it, because if you used an RX200S, an RX200, you get the same kind of quality with the Reuleaux RX2/3. Excellent mod. I've been using this one a lot. I'm going to keep using it a lot because I do like the form factor of it. I like the way it falls in my hands. And this one is a home run for me. My mod, and it's one I like. Remember, everyone, you got to fight for your right to vape out there. August 8th is right around the corner. Coming up on what? Maybe a week to go? Here in 9 days, something like that. Get on the computer, send your emails, send your letters, make your phone calls, talk to your congressman, CASAD.org, August8th.org, I believe it is. Just jump on one of them websites, take 5 minutes, let them know your story, let them know how vaping has helped you. They want to come out, and I just saw an article this week where they were talking about, oh, well, you know, vaping isn't really that healthy. It's not that much healthier. Well, you know what? You can tell me whatever you want to tell me, but I can tell you I smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day, and since I switched to vaping, I feel 100 times better. I can breathe. I can run around outside with the kids. I can do things that I would have never even thought of doing when I was a smoker. It's changed my life, and only for the better, not for the worse. So therefore, I'm fighting for my right to vape. Please, out there, everyone needs to do the same. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do hit it. Coming up on 1,000 subscribers, and we're going to have a big giveaway for it. So get in on that. Remember, everyone, vape together, stay together.